Hi again. In the last video, I showed you how to make a simple painting here of the character textures. Now we're going to go back in here and we're going to be painting a little bit more of the details. So what I want here is I'm going to be working on one screen so we can actually show everything in this video. I'm going to select this and I'm going to drag it to the left part of my screen, and I'm working on Windows 10 so I can actually just snap it to the side. And on this side here, I'm going to select my Photoshop file. I'm going to turn back on my UVs so I can actually see what I'm working on here. Good. So this will be my setup for now. I'm going to turn off this little option bar here. So before we start, I'm going to make sure that my Windows setting preferences, and I'm going to make sure that my files here, files and project, and all the way to the bottom, that image files automatically reload updated image files. So as I click save in Photoshop, Maya will automatically reload the image and apply it to my model. So this is the neck area here on my model, the top part here, and this is the sleeve that's being split in half all the way down to the waist here. Sorry, I'm going to start with a simple gradient. And I'm liking this red shirt. I'm going to just make it a little lighter here, and I'm going to add this gradient and close this. And we're going to save it just to check it out. Click Save As, PNG, select your file, click Save, replace, yes, yes, yes. And we should be seeing it appear here as soon as it's done saving. There you go. Now, I'm currently using the default light setup in Maya, which is giving me a little bit of the shadows here, but I really want to see exactly what I'm painting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my lighting to use a flat lighting. So now there is no more shadow information. We're just seeing exactly what we're painting. So I'm going to add a simple design here on the chest. I'm going to select here the topology to see where I'm working. And I can see that this is the belly area and this is the chest based on the topology here. So I'm just going to add a simple logo here. I'm actually going to add a different layer. Make it white, fill, and then if I press Control T, I'll be able to rotate it a bit and move it where I'd like. Apply. There you go. Not the best logo in the world, so I don't know. Maybe I'll add a little bit of detail here. Now it's the best logo in the world. So no compression this time. Just click OK. Alright, and see, he has a logo now. Next part is I'm just going to go to the short area, and I'm going to be doing something very similar. So I'm actually going to select my magic wand, make sure I'm on layer 1, click the blue part, and we're going to add a gradient again. So select my gradient tool. I'm going to hold down Alt, so I have my eyedrop picker thing there. Select the blue. I'm going to switch, select the blue again, and then I'm just going to make this one a little darker. And the other thing too that I'm going to add here is I'm going to add a little bit of shadow coming from the t-shirt. Gonna make sure that I have a soft brush. I'm going to make it bigger. And I don't want it 100%, so I'm going to take it about 30%. That should look fine. So I'm going to remove the UVs again. Go back to File, Save As, select PNG, select my file, click Save, Replace, and there we go. Now we have a nice little shadow on the shorts underneath the t-shirt. It's looking a little bland here. So as I'd be working this, I'd be adding more and more textures. I'd be doing the same thing for the shorts, socks. Actually, let's go for the socks here. I'm just going to at least add a line of details running across it. So I'm going to select along that edge here. And you really want to make sure that you end on the same edge as you did with the first one when you started. This way they'll match up in the back and you won't see the seam as much. Hopefully we don't see it. So blue line, and we're going to add a little red one here. File, save as. And this is what I meant by the seam here in the back. So I can see that I've cut in a little bit, or probably on this side, actually it's on the bottom part. That's a little too far down. So I'm going to try and just cut off a little bit here. So I'm just going to grab the puppet warp for this one and try to move it up just a little bit. I'm going to have to clean this up. I'm going to try this here. So I brought it up a little too much. The bottom line is starting to look a little bit better here. But this is a tweaking job. You got to just play around with it, trying to make it so that you don't see this edge anymore. Okay, I'd also be cleaning up this blue line as it gets way thicker down here as it does back to the front. And there you go. A couple of simple basic tricks on adding textures to your model. And that's it. Thank you very much.